What up, y'all? So I kind of had to get my thinking right back on track, but so I'm gonna give you guys an update. I'm gonna get to the subject really fast, but you know I like to give a little update, you know, a little bit on my life. Maybe some of you guys will relate on this, but yeah, I think I did make a video. My fucking phone is just being all fucked up, so I deleted a whole bunch of shit. But I did get a new car. It's 2010 Pontiac G6. You know, I like it, but I'm a Mustang guy. Eventually, I work my way up towards it. But so to the topic though, so I like to get into things. I like the bullshit. Is talk a little bit about love and girls. You know, it's a big thing in life that can fuck a man up, right? And it can get in their head and fucking go get a man to go suicide, right? So I think about 3-4 months ago now, I've gotten out of a relationship with my ex. So you know, things been good. I'm already over. You know, the thing is, you have an attachment with someone. Once you get over that attachment, you know, you learn how to get detached. It's basically, you will be completely fine until you start thinking about them. Like, as soon as you get that thought in their head or in your head, you start thinking. It's just, you have to, that's basically what they do with your subconscious mind. That's what I'm saying when you go to sleep. Make sure you're not fucking thinking about that person, and, you know, watch motivational videos and shit you need to be doing to get you back on fucking track and shit like that. So but basically that. But I want to talk about this, like, you know, when you're fucking younger and shit, it's so crazy how you never have girls on your mind like that, and then you get older, you start getting testosterone, go through puberty and shit. How that's most of the time you're always thinking about having sex and shit like that. Just, I mean, we are programmed like that, but you can unprogram yourself to not be like that. Which that's how I'm trying to be. Which I'm definitely getting better at it, but I'm sure as hell not perfect at it. And I know fucking you guys aren't either. But I am getting better, and I'm gonna keep on getting better. But yeah, I didn't go out for like almost a month, and I went out last night. It was a good time, you know. But it's just crazy, dude. Like I'm fucking stone cold when I'm in the club. Like I try not to goof around and shit like that. You know, I'm not really with that goofing around shit. So I'm just chill, relaxing, having a good time. And I try to have a good time, you know. Now I try not to base my night around pussy, you know. I try to have a good time with my boys and shit, you know. They're there, you know, girls this, girls that, you know. It's just crazy just how a good time at a club, all that determines how you get girls and shit. You're basically the whole night is revolved around how fun it is when you get girls and shit. Like, it's almost evolves around that shit. It's fucking crazy. But, you know, it is what it is. But that's what I'm saying, just to train yourself not to be like that. And the more you do it, the more you'll get better at it. So I just want to kind of talk about that and shit. And it was just so good. You know, I went over with my grandparents, you know, fucking me and my grandpa were talking about cars and shit. It was just good to have a genuine conversation with them. It was like I was just so in the moment with them and talking. Like, I was just so glad, you know, to really talk to my grandparents and just, like, you know, talk about real shit. And it just felt good, and it's just like no thought at all about girls and like stress and whatever the fuck. It was just genuine fucking conversation. Like, and I was thinking in my head, I'm like, why is it driving home? Like, that was a really fucking good conversation, you know. Like, talk about some deep ass shit, you know, your grandparents and shit about life. You know, that feels really fucking good, and you're just like, shit. I want to have conversations like this with motherfuckers more and shit, you know. And not fucking, I don't want to be like that where girls are always on my fucking mind and shit like that. I was thinking, I'm just like, I was just fucking, it feels great not to have fucking girls and all this bullshit on your fucking mind, you know? So, I want to say about that. I did drink a little bit last night. I don't like to drink where I get fucking drunk as fuck or anything like that, you know? Once in a blue moon is alright, but when I drink, I like to be able to remember shit, you know. I mean, I think it's because I didn't drink in so long that I just had a fucking couple shots to where it made me feel drunk, you know. I was like, damn, I haven't drank so long. Like, these couple shots used to not really be nothing. It was like, fuck, I feel that shit, you know. So I woke up kind of at it. I never get hangovers. I always drink a bunch of water and shit before I go to bed. It's good to hydrate yourself before you go to sleep and shit, and always keep a water jug next to me and shit. But I just wanted to say that is not to always have girls on your mind, and it really helps you to what the fuck you need to do in life, and helps you get focused. That's basically the moral of this, to sum it all up. And I'm gonna be making more videos, you know. I'm just parking in random parking spots, talking about certain shit, you know, because we need to know this shit. We need to learn this shit, you know. Yeah. But it was fucking crazy too. Fucking also talking about this, I went home last night, you know. It's like you do have that thought deep in the back of your head, like, oh, you didn't go home with no ass tonight. You didn't go home with no ass tonight. You're going home, going to sleep on your own. That thought was there for sure, you know. But I'm just like, think of the movie 300. I'm gonna talk about this again in another video. But the fucking movie 300 is such a fucking motivating video. I'll talk about it again, you know, 'cause I want to really get into that movie. That movie's fucking deep. But just that's how I am, you know. I'm clubs. I'm just standing, you know. I'm tall as fuck. I'm like 6'5", 6'6", some shit. You know, I just stand and talking with my friends, having a good time, you know, not goofing off, and girls find that shit attractive. And this fucking blonde girl, dude, was just like all on me, like literally. She was like holding my hand and shit. I'm just sitting there, you know. I'm not acting like I'm not interested, but you know, I'm just like, yeah. And she was like all on me, like kissing my neck and shit. I'm not like, oh yeah, you know, I'm never like that anyways, you know. I'm just standing there and shit, you know. She's like trying to hold my hand and shit. I'm not just gonna reject, and I'm just like, you know, whatever. And then she's like kissing on my neck and shit, like, you're really cute, yada yada. She's like, you know, she's like, you think I'm cute? I'm like, sure. It's funny as well. I was like, sure. She was fine as fuck, but you know, give a fuck, you know. What do you say? I'll pass these hoes like Stockton. What that man Jack Arlo said, like, fuck. But it takes balls for that, you know, to pass up these fine girls, especially when you haven't kind of built your foundation yet. And you know, I mean, I get choosing signals and options like that. I'm a good looking dude, but it is hard, you know. It's way harder for dudes, you know. Even if you're fucking a good, you know, Brad Pitt had fucking trouble getting girls in Hollywood, you know. But just being in a club and just being chill on a masculine frame, and just being chill, not fucking just talking. You're fucking, let her do the fucking talking. You don't do the talk, let her do the talking. The more she talks, you got to be more of a mystery, you know. You just think outside the box in this shit. Think of a third person point of view, that you're looking at yourself from another person's eyes, right? That's how I kind of see it. And they don't know shit about you at all, right? It's like that mystery, and they're wondering, like, I wonder what he does. I wonder what this. I wonder that. You know, I want to know more. You know, that's how you kind of build interest and get them interested in you. And then once you spark interest, you have to get an attachment with them. It's a whole bunch of shit, man. A whole bunch of shit to female nature. But once you start to learn it, it becomes pretty easy, and you understand it more, and you get to the point where, they're backwards as fuck. So I'm just gonna do whatever fuck I gotta do to build my foundation, my business, whatever the fuck it is at the end of the day. Hey, shit, they wanna fuck or whatever, sure, but it's really fucking rare to find a woman nowadays, especially with the generation we live in. Cell phones, dopamine. You got a lot of fucking attention whores out there, and girls that seek validation, and a whole bunch of other shit. It's out there though. I want to be a believer, you know. I don't want to be a non-believer. So I definitely believe it's out there, but it's really fucking hard and very fucking rare. You know, you gotta find a girl raised on the farms out in the boonies. That's the only way. That's good enough. I'm fucking around. I mean, maybe, but it's really rare. So just all I'm saying is, if you guys get in a relationship or you're messing around with a girl, keep your guard up. Never lower your guard, because eventually your motherfucker's gonna start getting soft. Your guard's gonna start going down. I'm saying, always keep your guards up. I literally had a conversation with my friend fucking a few nights ago. He was dealing with this fucking fine blonde chick. I'm like, bro, I'm just saying, keep your guard. He wanted a fucking, you know, he's like, she's wife material, yada yada. I'm like, don't be getting soft now. You know, he's talking about fucking moving, risking it all, going to Tennessee. I'm like, bro, all right, you need to chill the fuck out on that. You're going towards that little beta shit. I'm like, motherfucker, you gotta make sure you're doing what the fuck you need to be doing. You're on your shit, you know, on your grind, whatever the fuck you need to do on your purpose, you know, building your foundation and shit like that. And I told him, keep your fucking guard up. Literally 2 days later, he was saying, man, we're fucking fighting. She's talking about breaking up and shit like this. I'm like, man, I told you to keep your fucking guard up. And I was even telling him, I'm like, he wanted to go out. It was the last night we went out. And I'm just like, I know we're going to be drinking and we're going to be doing shit. But I'm like, I know you're telling me now how you're over it. But I'm like, bro, don't fucking lie to me. Deep down in the back of your thought, you're still going to be thinking about this girl. You're still going to be fucking thinking about her. Alright? But you'll get over it eventually. You know, I've been there. Or fucking, you'll see something that reminds you of this person. And you start thinking in your head too fucking much. It'll happen. It's fucking normal. You know? It happens to fucking everyone. But how to get over it is with time, you know, healing, filling in with what you need to do in your life, your purpose, money, and not trying to fill that void with a bunch of women and shit, you know. Is over time you'll become a stronger man, and after being alone and shit, you know, you'll get used to it. I also want to talk about this is like, so I was driving my car, right, and this girl was in the next lane to me, so, you know, I was like looking at her. She was a fucking gorgeous girl, and you know, we were like speeding up, racing to each other side to side and shit. And then my stop was coming by. I had to turn right, you know, we're on the freeway, and she just kept going straight. Now that little beta part of me, the motherfucker was like, keep going straight, try to follow her, get her number. I was like, fuck that. I don't give a fuck. I force myself like that. I'm just like taking a right, going to my stop. No DoorDash and making money, you know. And I was just like, I was proud of myself for that, you know. Deep down, it's just like, no, Tony, no. There's a fine girl. She could have been my wife. I could have had kids with her. No, motherfucker. That shit is gonna come. It's gonna come. I promise you. You know, if you really want it, you're gonna fucking have it. All right. The universe will reward you for your actions, you know, in the positive way. When it sees you're grinding, it sees